Alright, what is going on, guys? I'm going to go ahead and finish out the Uplink series on my channel. Last map's Fringe, obviously. So, off the spawn, in my opinion, spawning on good side, both sides are... The thing about this map is that both sides are extremely punishable when you get into a spawn trap. So, if we're on this side, the ideal spawn trap, you want to have people pushing Peaches. Like, train control is huge on this map. So, you push through trains, you'll have teammates like Peaches, Globe, the back of their spawn, but you don't want to push too far because you'll force spawn them out, maybe behind you on Peaches. But the ideal spawn is you want to be in 10, and you can actually sit right here with an AR, and they'll just flood out at you, and you can kill them. Or they will OE through dub, and then that's an easy line of sight for another AR, maybe like from barn, L wall, something like that, when they have to wrap back to get the ball. And then the quickest way for points, if you get a spawn trap going on the side, is just throw it over Peaches, and then you'll have a teammate probably over there to be able to get that ball, and then you'll have somebody like cutting off the rotation back, or you know, whatever. So, like I said, both sides are very punishable. This happened against Optic in Stage 1 Finals. We got just completely spawn trapped on this side. They went up like 14-2 or something insane. So there was just nothing we could do the whole side. We were just force spawned, and I had to like OE all the way around barn, all the way through dub. That gave up like 2 dunks at a time. So it really put us in a bad situation. Now, the same thing can happen on the other side as well. I'll get into it when I switch sides, but now the ones on the side are a little bit difficult. The L wall one you guys can throw. Yeah, threw that far enough. Yep, there we go. You don't have to wall run to throw that, but I do it because it's a little bit easier because you can get higher. If you can just run and throw it, but you have to aim up a little bit higher, and you have to jump further out as well. So you kind of expose yourself a little bit more to get killed. If you just wall run, you're valid. Like that. There's also one from right here off the wall. Afterburner, by the way, is a huge necessity, guys. I would say always have Afterburner on when you're playing this map, or if it's not banned, obviously. But to hit these ones, you don't need Afterburner except for the one over top barn. But Afterburner is definitely a big factor for these ones. Now, when you're playing Fringe, guys, in my opinion at least, this side's more heavily favored for dunks, and then the other side's more heavily favored for ones. Because, I mean, like, just look at the portal location. You have to throw balls over the fucking house for it to basically go in. I mean, or you can bring the ball around Peaches. Say your team has train control and you wrap the ball all the way back because your team doesn't have these kills yet and they have control of like Peaches or something. If you wrap the ball back, it gives your team time to set up for like a pinch, map control. Maybe you want to take somebody through 10 to OE, come behind these guys. But if you get the ball out Peaches, it's basically always a guaranteed score because the ones are really easy. This map is all about rotation basically. So when you grab the ball, there's actually a couple different ways you can do this. More so on this side specifically. You can OE, send maybe 1 or 2 people even off the break through 10, and then you can have 2 people, like 1 watch over, somebody grab the ball, and then you throw it over 10, and then that's actually easy points if they even win 1 gunfight, basically. Or, maybe halfway through the side, you'll bring the ball OE through 10, or not through 10, but you'll bring it into junk, and then you'll send maybe 1 or 2 people over Peaches, and by the time that these guys rotate over to 10, you can throw the ball back over to Peaches, and watch where that lands. See, it lands like right in front of Globe basically, and then your teammates are right there, either an easy one or possibly a dunk. Say they have like heat wave camo, whatever. So this side, I would say, is more about playmaking for dunks rather than ones. Now the other side, is more about ones in my opinion. Definitely need Afterburner for the mid one, which I'm pretty sure everybody knows by now. You just grab the ball, get as high as you can on the wall, so you don't have to jump too high. And you just look over the barn and you throw it. Don't aim too low or too high. I know that sounds like really vague, but if you guys practice this, you'll understand what I'm trying to say. Like, depending on how high you get on the wall is how high you should throw the ball, basically. Like, if you get really low on the wall, you want to aim higher. If you get, like, medium height, say right above, your idea is, like, right above the white line is where you want to get. So you get, like, right here. Then you don't have to look too high, it's just up and over. And it goes in pretty much every time. Now, you can bring the ball through train, which is also an easy one path. If your team, make sure your team has these kills though, because basically if you get right here, you're gonna hit this one. It's just a couple wall runs and then up and over, and it goes in. Now, like I said, this side more heavily favors ones in my opinion. There's a couple different avenues you guys can take. Like I said, easy ones. This is like the comeback uplink one, basically, just over the wall, over barn. It's really easy to intercept though. And then you can bring the ball back alley as well. So you have a teammate pushing up right here. Just wall run. You have to get a little far out, so you gotta be careful when you throw this. I think I might have missed that. Nope. So you just have to get a little further out. You can die trying to go for that if they team shoot you, but chances are, if you get 1 or 2 kills, you're right there for that one. Now your ideal spawn trap, relay positioning, at least for me, is you'll bring the ball around barn. This is the initial push before the spawn trap. You'll bring the ball around barn, or however you get this dunk. and then the person that dunked, depending, you know, if they have an AR or sub, your position like is literally right here. You can sit right here and you won't block spawns because they spawn in the alley right there, around the corner, and you can just sit here with an don't pre like you don't have to pre them though, but you can just like sit here and maybe play behind the window so they don't see you initially. You know, they're wall running and jumping at you. If you know, you can call out the OE from here basically. So if you see them go through dub, like junk, things like that, you'll have somebody on ball to relay it, you know, top barn, fences, you know, whatever. And then you'll have like an AR watching dub. Chances are they might full OE, but you know that maybe one or two people, if they're smart, they'll commit to it. They'll break the map, or they'll break the spawn trap through the full OE, and then they might be able to get points because by the time that you wrap back, you're gonna the ball might be gone. So it's both sides are very punishing for the spawn trap. I think this side is more so because you can actually call out when they're OEing, you know, where they're spawning. If you can actually get these kills, like you can literally sit right here and kill them. So if you get a spawn trap going on both sides and you hold it, like you can get insane amounts of points. Like we did against Cole, TSM, a couple of times in scrims. Like you get 20 points. Like we got 30 in a league match. Like this map is extremely map control heavy. Like maps like Evac and Breach, like you can just hit like easy ones. You know, you don't even have to play for map control basically. Evac kind of, if you get pushed up, you know, you can get an easy relay going. But for this map, like if you get put in a trap, like chances are you're giving up maybe 5 points, depending on how well your team plays out of the trap. What I want you guys to take from this video is it's not as much about ones on this map. By the way, I think I missed one. You can throw the ball over Grandma's right here when you come out of 10. You can literally look straight up and throw the ball in right there. But this map is more so about ones on this side, the side that I'm currently on, and then dunks on the other, and play for map control. Make sure you guys are playing for longevity when you bring the ball around. So that's what's important about this map. So thank you guys for watching. Stream will be live later. Let me know what you guys want to see on my channel for future reference. Take it easy.